Hey guys, it's Joey. So this is going to be a VR to the Amethyst Moon, although plenty of other people have actually done the video that I've seen as well, which is the bucket list. And I'm just going to focus on this gorgeous lavender that I've wild harvested today. Well, it's from my garden. Got a fair old good crop this time. I left the smaller buds in the hope that they'll come to fruition a bit more, but these are really dark and they're really gorgeous. They smell lovely. So first and foremost, I don't technically have a bucket list because it's not something I really go with, because I don't want to come back with unfinished business. I don't want to say, you know, I have to do these things before I die. I try not to live my life like that because I get a bit depressed. There are things I would very much like to do, and so I will choose 5 of those, and hopefully. Okay, so I would very much like to get my novels published. I have one series that I'm working on right now. I have another book that I have a really good idea for, and I'm holding off so I don't start writing that and detract from the one I'm trying to write right now. And it's fantasy based. I would just love to see my book published in the shelves of a bookstore. I think they're good enough, but you know what the world is like, so so I'd very much like to do that. I'm still working through actually writing them, so that's a life goal. Maybe I'll call it a life goals rather than, you know, maybe, I don't know. And so that's number 1. And number 2, I would very much like to visit Japan. I love everything about, well, not everything I assume, but I love most things about Japan. I've loved it for a long time with a crazy passion, and I can't fully explain to you why. I love anime, I love geisha. I think I might have been geisha in a previous life. I read about the culture and the history and the food. The food is incredible. Like, me and the gnome quite like to make our own sushi. We haven't done it in a while because it can be quite expensive to make your own. And I would just love to visit. I would love to actually see the cherry blossoms in bloom and see the culture and visit it and be taken on a tour around. I just think it would be incredible. I love the language as well. A lot of people have fired at me how negative a place they think it is without ever having been there for some reason. That's just weird. But I would love to go. And then I get a bit stuck because I don't know what else I would... I mean, I would love to travel in general, so let's say number 3, I would love to go on the Nile cruise and see places in ancient Egypt, like pyramids, and go on that cruise. I don't know how I'd manage with the heat. I've turned the aircon off in here long enough to just record this video, so but that's something I would like to do. I'd like to go on the Nile cruise. And I'd very much like to have a cat. I'm not allowed a cat right now, and so I would very much like to have a kitty someday. I love cats. They're such calming creatures, and as long as you take care of them and you know, make sure they're defleed and all that sort of thing, as long as you take proper care of them, they're fantastic creatures. I love them. I would very much like to own my own home. I don't know if things are ever going to be stable enough for that. I truly hope so. I have my own home that I can decorate and look after and grow whatever I want and grow herbs in the garden. That would be lovely. So that's my 5 life goals, or things I really want to get done on my bucket list. I guess that I don't know how adventurous they are. I mean, I guess Japan and Egypt are 2 really beautiful places. I mean, I could list a whole ton of places I'd love to visit, you know, Canada, New Zealand, Salem. I'd love to go to Salem in Massachusetts and see all the witchcrafty stuff. Have lots and lots of money. I'd love to go to Glastonbury and have lots and lots of money to go to Glastonbury with. So that's going to be it for the VR, because I can't think of anything else right offhand. So that's my bucket list, and if you've watched this, you've been tagged 5 things you'd like to do in your life. Many blessings.